Okay, great morning, everyone. Well, I've just been listening to Popak on the Midas Touch, and he is talking about the Federalist Society. We know that now I usually do not like the Federalist judges, but they have two of the Federalist judges that are scholars that say, and they're putting this paper out, they're putting this thing out that 100% should be disqualified for running for president because of his attempted overthrow of the government. And so this disqualifies him. Now, remember where I live out here in New Mexico, and over the hill from me is that, crazy cowboy Trumpite that was taken out of office and can never run for office again because of this very law that's out there, that if you have participated in an attempted coup of the government, that you are disqualified from holding public office ever. So I was glad to see that they used that and got rid of that Yahoo. And and I'm glad he's over the hill and not in my city. But oh my God, this could be used again to take 45 out of the running, because these are two uber right, far right federal judges, scholars of the Constitution that say in no uncertain terms that he should not be running for president, and anybody can bring this suit against him to get him out, just as they did with that crazy cowboy black hat Looney Tune that was a MAGA supporter, crazy, over here in New Mexico. Anyway, so let's see, how is this going to go, using this to get him out? Well, there are a lot of people that are going to be on that bandwagon, absolutely. There are a lot of people that follow the Federalist Society, especially for the extreme conservative right, and they're going to be saying, if these Federalist judges say it, then we have to believe it. This is about the hidden things going into it, the things that 45 has done to overthrow the government. So they are looking at new action. That's what's being proposed now. A new action because of the things that 45 has done going into it. The challenge is, our Constitution, our rules, our laws. That's my card for the rules, the laws, the society in America and what's being birthed. And wanting to move this forward to a better place. So they're looking at this and saying, this is in the Constitution. We can take action. And it looks like there are those that would be supportive of this. Above it, we have the bid for the White House. Going into it, ending, this is what they're saying disqualifies him and can overturn and take him out. This hangs him up, disqualifies him from running, and this is a way you use the Constitution to move this forward, to get rid of him. Underneath of it, they're working on this. There are a number of people that are working on this. because of what? Going into it, the foundation, his bad actions, the hidden things he's done. So now they are ready to take action, bring this new thing out against him, because this is what they're holding to, okay? Underneath of it, we have the strong mental ideas. We have those that are holding on to this, and they want to use this to take him out, and they're ready to charge forward because they are the laws. They are the judges. So it looks like, yeah, they are serious about this. So we're going to break this down. So emotionally, there are a lot of people that are going to be supportive of this. This is about the bid for the White House that is going on. They're going to take some new action. This is about what they're working on. The challenge is him trying to hold on, and the power play, okay? So above it, they want to end this. They're looking at moving this forward out of this craziness to calmer waters. They are, and I think this is the Federalist judges, they are really delving into the Constitution and the mindset behind it to take him out, and they are moving this forward rapidly, okay? So we have the hidden things that 45 had done. We have his egregious, just who and what he is. They are going to overturn this because of the Constitution, and they are the Federalist judges, okay? So it looks like they are full steam ahead on this, and they are maybe going to, so this is a paper, hasn't been released yet, but it looks like they are seriously, because, 45 has had the Repugly Ugly Party by the short hairs, shall we say. Okay. And there are those that want to get rid of him because he is not advantageous for the party. But neither is the Satan, dictator, Mr. Dictator over there in Florida that wants to make the U.S. like Florida. So they're kind of at this point, who do they have that they could run for president? Not Mother Pence, Mother, can I do this? Mother, can I do that? What do you think, Mother? Not Pussy Pence. Yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. Pussy Pence. Forget it. He was on that bandwagon for as long as he could be, being a Trump supporter. Didn't ever want to say something bad about him, So anyway, I don't know who they would have to run. But they know, these Federalists, the uber right, is saying we cannot have this guy in power, okay? Him and Mr. Dictator over there in Florida, the Satan, these guys are, they're out for themselves. They're out for personal power. They're not out to make America better. They are out there just to line their pockets, okay? So that's what I get with this. Now let's do the Lenormand, my Lenormand, and just see what it says about that. What can you tell us about this going forward? I mean, this should be a deal breaker for him immediately. If you've tried to overthrow the government, you shouldn't be able to run. This is about the message. At the center of it is a message. Going into it, it's about maybe protecting America. The shell, slow moving this. It's a little slow, but it's something they've been working on for a path forward. So it looks like they have been looking at this perhaps for a while, and they're putting this message out about a path forward. Above it, this is about an ending. Time to end this, because he's looking for the White House. Okay? And he's an obstructionist. Okay? So they're looking at this. Time to end this. His bid for the White House. Underneath of it, we've got the fireworks. And that could be the attempted overthrow of the government. They're looking at it for the future. And talking about these dark elements, the dark conversations about, again, at the center of it, there are communications about ending this because of his rebellion, the fireworks underneath of it, okay? Going into it, they've been slow walking this about the future and protecting the future for the White House, for our government, and the challenge is the path forward and his obstructionism, and they are having these dark conversations. Going into it, this is about moving this forward and having conversations about this now. Underneath of it, he's the fly in the ointment. Some of the younger generations want to move this to something new, and he's had short-term good luck. But they are not happy with the happenings. So, yeah, about the White House, obstruction, dark conversations. Now, looking at the things that were going on behind the scenes of his trying to overthrow the government, and they're looking at the future, okay? So they're looking at the future with the message that if he got into power, again, more obstructions, more difficulties, and they're having these darker conversations about him running for president, okay? So these conversations are going to continue to move forward, okay? So yeah, moving the forward, going into it, challenges, the conversations. They're looking at the White House, his obstructions. They're having to look at the darker elements of this and talking about our future. So, yeah, at the center of it, they've been slow walking this, looking at the protection things with the shell, the protection, and the path forward, okay? Above it, again, ending the White House obstruction that he's done, that he wants to do. They're looking at ending that because of the fireworks. They're thinking of going forward to the future, and so they're looking at these darker elements that have happened, okay? And also with that, I feel, the Constitution, and we have the, this, your card for the fireworks, the 4th of July, the Constitution, all of that can be wrapped up about that. And the future things that the Constitution was talking about in this, the darker elements that if somebody tries to overthrow the government, they cannot run for office. They cannot. So all of that is contained in those 3 cards, the bottom, okay? And so they're kind of slow walking this forward for the path forward and wanting to put an end to his ability to run for the White House. So whether it's the Lenormand deck or whether it is the Tarot, both of them are looking to say perhaps his goose is cooked. And if his goose is cooked with that, it should rescind his ability to have Secret Service surrounding, protecting him, etc. If you are a traitor to the country trying to overthrow the government, then all of that should be rescinded, okay? All of that should end. And his trials will go forward, and he will be convicted, I'm sure, on many, many, many things, and be spending his last years in jail of some sort and variety. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. And don't forget, today is Hogali time, so I will see you there this afternoon, our usual time. Thanks for tuning in.